Alright, everybody, welcome back to Star Wars Vergence. This is hopefully going to be a little bit of a shorter session, but we'll see how everyone goes. I'm more than happy to close out the night, but last week was yet another doozy. No talking to gods this time, but a hunt for Ned. Ned was stranded on Mortis and had a few questions. Let's put it that way. Had a few questions about the Force that were answered by the Force, not by the Father. So Ned was deep in meditation, communing with the Force. Zeta and Krat had a few character moments trying to find Ned. They also picked up a few things, if I remember correctly. Had a little bit of a shopping spree. Got rid of the anchor that was R9 and picked up Bud, our lovely new friend. Bud being an R7 unit that they have dubbed Bud, and Thomas did a glorious recreation of. And they packed their ship up and went on to Mortis. They found Ned meditating in a cave and experienced Ned's voice for the first time, which was quite a shock for everyone involved, and probably including Ned.
It wasn't a shock. It's just getting used to it.
Understandable.
Upsetting, that's for sure.
Says Mr. I speak into people's brains.
Yeah. And whistles.
And whistles, yes. So you guys picked Ned up. You did have a brief visit from the Father, encouraging Krat to ignite his lightsaber. And Krat has, quite possibly, the funniest colored lightsaber we've seen in Star Wars canon thus far. It is bright neon pink. Originally, it was white, which is kind of a point of contention, because that means Krat's going a little further into the dark side than some of us may have anticipated. So, some cause for concern. And the final cause for concern at that episode was your DM pulling some bullshit, spending a destiny point, and the words, "That's not all who's in..." I don't remember exactly what I said. Someone can go back on the recording and quote me. But the Navicomputer on your ship jumped to life, and you went on an unplanned trip through hyperspace, not knowing your own endpoint. Which is where we find ourselves now.
We're basically starting immediately after Ned put his hand to the floor, right?
Yep.
So Zeta would be running.
I mean, that is absolutely fair.
You just hear stomping footsteps as I run from the bridge to where y'all are and go, "What the fuck did you do?"
If I really knew, I would tell you.
Did you make the ship go, Ned?
My intention was to rev it.
I think you succeeded.
I do not know how to use my abilities as of yet.
Krat looks to Zeta. I'm sure it's fine. Ned just boosted us a little bit.
Well, we're still going, and the thing talked.
Well, it didn't actually talk. You saw text scrolling across the screen, where normally it's just numbers and letters and an incomprehensible amount of equations, and this time it was words, which is slightly more frightening.
Yeah, that.
Is there yet another droid I can talk to?
No!
Oh.
The Navicomputer said... What did it say?
I don't have it right in front of me, unfortunately. That was an improv moment I probably should have written down, but didn't.
It's all good. It said something about not being... living things not being the only thing that have the Force. Like, it scrolled on the screen.
If that is the case, that is a great breakthrough.
It's something.
I think it was more about living things aren't the only things that have power and control, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Because it's not about the Force. That would be breaking Star Wars canon in a huge way.
Then that's what I said, not the Force.
Okay, yeah. So just something about having power and control. And then as Ned revved the ship, the hyperspace space engine engaged, and you guys went somewhere.
Yeah.
Is there any indication on where this somewhere is that we're going?
Anyone who'd like to can go up to the bridge and roll an astrogation check. Also, before we go any further, let's go ahead and roll destiny points, because those are going to matter this session.
Yes. Cedric, can I also do my astrogation check?
Yes.
But
you
like
may.
my session one, not to see where we're going.
Yes, I figured you wanted to do your one with the universe.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
All right, so you, let me double check what one. Read me the text for one with the universe, Thomas.
Yeah, you got it. Mm-hmm. Oh wait, no,
I
it's
think
a
it's
class
like one
thing.
success for force powers or something.
Yes. So once per session while meditating, make a 2 purple astrogation check. Success adds a light side point to all force power checks in the next encounter. Success with, I guess that would be failures, adds dark side instead.
Yes, success with conflict or threats adds.
Oh,
You
okay.
you got advantage, so it would be just a pure. So you'll have an automatic force success on one of your rolls in any upcoming encounters.
Yes, to all force power checks. So it's just the minimum. So they always work, but like they will work at their base level.
Fair enough. So, and you can always.
That's
add
only for
more
the next
force.
encounter.
Obviously, you can add more force shit to that, but that is
Yes.
a really good thing to have. In the meantime,
It is, yes.
if you would like to make an astrogation check, I am assuming that you are all doing so in the bridge, because that would really be one of the only places, unless you wanted to go find our Bud. But Bud is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
Better not be reporting to somebody. Dumbass,
I mean,
cheap ass droid.
you can, if you would like to try and like monitor communications, I guess you could.
The crack can't, tell you that much.
I can try.
Okay. Javen, thank you for rolling Destiny. Are you hearing us? Because I'm not hearing I'm just hearing some typing from your end. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just dealing with something.
Okay. Do you need a second?
If I are you gonna need Ned in the next couple of minutes?
No. I'm just
Okay.
gonna narrate. So if you want to mute and listen for a second, that's totally fine.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that so my clicking doesn't get annoying.
No worries. All right. So, Zeta, it's probably best if you make the astrogation check. I don't think Krat has many. I mean, Krat is welcome to make the astrogation check. It is going to be a 3 purple difficulty.
Astrogation or computers?
For this one, it is actually astrogation, because you are trying to read the equations that are running across the computer currently.
Okay. Krat definitely has better astrogation than I do.
Okay. Well, you can both make the check, and I'll tell you what each of them find.
Okay.
Another astrogation check?
Yes, please. This one with 3 purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so, Zeta, you actually, this being your ship, you're a little more familiar with the computer systems. Krat, that is an absolutely angry fucking roll, so you're just like, the computer is making noise!
Yeah, yeah.
They line up perfectly.
They do, don't they? That is the angriest fucking roll we have seen.
Are you aware that there's words on the computer?
So
Just
Zeta,
making
you
sure.
pick out a little bit in there between the calculations you realize are for zipping nebulae and black holes passing you by. You're actually headed to not a nearby planet, but somewhere that's still within Republic space. You're headed to a planet called, and I'm gonna double check that I got the name fucking right. Vandor! Okay, cool. I did get the name right. Okay, so you're headed to a planet called Vandor. It is in Republic space. It is not heavily not heavily populated, but it's at least somewhere that's in the Republic, so theoretically people aren't going to try and kill you on sight, although you don't know exactly what's going on with you and the Republic currently.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are headed to Republic space. I will, with those 3 threats, I don't think I'm going to give you any other info about the planet beyond it's in Republic space, and it's generally pretty happy, or predisposed kindly towards you.
Okay. I do want to try to monitor communications, see if I see anything.
Will do, Nick. If you would like, for that, I will require a computer's check.
Okay.
I feel like we're definitely not on the council and the Republic's good list, but I feel like they probably wouldn't have like sent out like a wanted poster or anything for us
I don't know.
yet. Maybe like if they don't find us after a few months, they're like, all right, but I just feel like they have bigger things to deal with.
Yeah, there's a
At the
whole
moment.
war going on right now.
Yeah, so they're not like these 2 Jedi who like they didn't even say fuck the council. They were just like, we're not gonna turn ourselves in. Like, we'll deal with them later. That's how I feel like it's gonna happen.
Pretty much. So,
So
I think
Republic space should be fine.
yeah, I think you guys would understand that Republic space is going to be generally pretty kindly disposed to you because you still look like Jedi. You have the robes, you have the demeanor, you got the training. As long as you don't openly say anything that's a lie that they could, theoretically call the council and be like, "Hey, some Jedi stopped by," and they're like, "Oh, really?
You don't say.
Could it happen to be these folks?"
What was the difficulty for the computer's check?
I had not given you one yet. So what specifically are you looking for?
Ingoing or outgoing communications?
Okay, easy. 1 purple.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
I will give it to you with the advantage. You're in hyperspace. We have not figured out how to ping messages through hyperspace accurately at this time frame.
that's right. Okay.
So, it would be highly unusual that something was communicating with the outside world right now. At which point,
Well,
Bud...
we're already past highly unusual, to be fair.
Oh, completely understood. I realized the stakes
Very
have been
much
raised
so.
just a little bit. At this point, Bud is going to come into the cockpit, making everything a little bit crowded, and go, "Hello, welcome. Oh, I know everyone here. Hello again. How is everyone doing?"
Not great. Don't plug into the Navicomputer, like, for the foreseeable
why?
future, because it's doing something weird.
At the moment, it appears to be performing calculations towards the planet Vandor, which seems appropriate.
Oh, except I didn't put in the destination, Vandor, or start it.
There's a very, very uncomfortable pause before you just hear, "Oh."
Yeah.
Krat is going to whistle to Bud to try and say, why does it make sense that we're going there?
I don't know if there's a communication role.
I don't know.
Well, let's look.
Negotiation?
You know what? Yeah, that is
Okay.
actually the most accurate thing we have. So let's make a negotiation check, but because this is not your native language or a language he understands, can I please have it with 2 red?
Yeah.
Okay, I am back.
Well,
Holy fuck!
welcome back.
He's been practicing whistling. Hello.
So somehow you actually hit the frequencies in binary for what you meant to say, and Bud is just like, "The tall one is communicating. I understood."
That's good. What'd he say? What's the answer?
So what he said was, is there a reason why we are going where we are going? And the answer to that is, nah, brah.
I see.
It appears that this selection was not made consciously.
That's
However,
great.
we are already en route, and it is a generally safe place. It seems like this would be a decent place to lie low for the moment. I assume we are lying low.
Don't really know yet.
Oh, well, in that
Hadn't
case,
really gotten
perhaps we
there.
could throw a party.
Okay. I assume I can't see any way to stop this hyperdrive.
Yes, you absolutely can. I will
Okay.
give it to you for free. Don't.
Okay. That makes
Because
sense.
stopping things in the middle of hyperspace jump is a very good way to destroy ships. Ask
Yeah.
Cedric. He knows.
Yep. Yes, he does.
Only stop if there's more whales.
Yeah, that was
So
a very
true.
unusual occurrence. Let's roll for whales. No whales. Sorry, Thomas.
That's fine.
What? No hyperspace whales. I'm quitting.
I had fun with that, but that might occur again, but it is not the big thing right now. Okay,
Oh, no.
so right now, you guys are headed towards Vandor. It is going to take you approximately another hour before you actually get there. And once you get there, there might be some questions you have to answer, some docking fees to pay, but it shouldn't be too hard to get down there. Is there anything you'd like to do in that hour before I start you on your landing path?
I want to try to figure out why the hell my navigation computer's being stupid.
Okay, that is going to be a computer's check, and that is going to be 4 red.
Can I kind of go up to Zeta and just be like, would you like me to try?
Yes, please.
Same difficulty.
And I give him the help.
Yes, 2 blues, 4 Ned.
And what was the difficulty?
4 red. Very
Nice.
cool. I love it
That's
when
great.
the dice tell stories for me. Alright. So, this happened. I'm going to say that you are messing with the computer, and Ned, you aren't getting anywhere very quickly. You are parsing through code, doing partially what you do best, but as you come out of hyperspace and the ship computer joins back with what we assume to be the kind of like intergalactic network, think the internet for Star Wars,
Yeah.
you notice an unusual exchange of data going through the system. And by unusual, I mean it's code you haven't seen before. You don't understand it, but it's a very modified form of binary. You could crack it. It's going to take you some time to get used to it, but it looks like a very complicated version of droid language.
I would like to continue to crack down on this, and I would like to use my new talent of technical aptitude to reduce the time needed to complete a computer task by 25% per rank, and I have 1 rank in it.
Alright, so
I'll be doing
cracking
this.
the
I'll be doing this a little bit.
removing 25% from that, it would take you approximately 2 hours to have a workable model, given the code packet. Reducing that, so it's going to take you an hour and a half. Plenty of time to just be fiddling around while everyone else is getting settled and landing, if that's okay with you.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll just sit in the co-pilot seat and I'll just turn to Zeta and go, it will take some time, but I will figure this out.
Yeah. A triumph is
Yeah.
going to be both finding the code and having the ability to decode it.
Yeah, you got whatever you need, just let me know.
As you come out onto Vandor, you are greeted by the familiar stars of space and a white planet dissimilar to Hoth in that this is very mountainous and craggy. So it looks like a white marble broken by bouts of gray and black and glacial pools and big ice lakes. It's beautiful in a stark kind of way. You pick up life readings in a couple of different places, but the one that most strikes, the place with the biggest collection, is a place called, and DM is going to look at notes because DM is forgetful. Fort Ipso. This is a forward operating base for the 107th, one of the fleets in the area. So you are able to get yourself hooked up. You realize that the ship is being orbited by a couple of Praetor-class dreadnoughts, and you have a place to kind of settle, if you would like. You are not hailed immediately as you come out of hyperspace. You can choose to approach slowly, quickly. How would you like to proceed?
Act casual.
Okay. So, as you continue to
Fly
act
casually.
What's up? Sorry?
That's about what I got.
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, just fly casual.
Yeah, I just said fly casual.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you? Chewie's somewhere in the future. Han Solo and Chewie have this exact exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And the GM is gonna be a dick.
Cool.
Love that for us.
And you start seeing flashing red from your ship's computer. It turns out a sudden and not precisely calculated hyperspace jump is not good for your hyperdrive.
Yeah, makes sense.
So back in your ship, you just hear a as
Go ahead.
your hyperdrive doesn't explode, but definitely breaks.
I look at Ned and just go, fuck.
Ned being very in-depth in his decoding and recoding of this mysterious new code, in his mental HUD, he just sees in the top left corner another little task with a little checkbox that just says, take a look at hyperdrive.
A little side quest appears.
Yeah.
You still have sublight travel. You can land, but getting out of the Vandor system is going to be difficult until you get that repaired.
Well, I guess that's where we're going.
So on approach to Vandor, you are hailed by a somewhat no-nonsense female commander, arms behind her back, cap at a not quite jaunty angle, but definitely a... I don't have stats for the ship, sadly. It's a excess stock freighter. I don't think there's a stat block in... So, excess...
I'll
We use something for the asteroid fight.
I think
I'll be my own version of Ned and find a good suitor
Yeah.
for this. So
It's
while Ned is decoding, I will be finding our actual ship.
use any of the Corellian models, but we should be able to make something like that work.
I'll figure it out and just let you know when I find them.
Beautiful. Sounds great. You are
Continue on.
greeted by the commander. She says, welcome to Van Jedi. We weren't aware of your presence. How may we assist?
I'm sorry, what was that?
She
Cut
said,
out for a second.
oh, my apologies. So she looks at you, expecting... She looks kind of like unidentified... Oh, you're Jedi. We definitely weren't expecting a Jedi contingent. What are you doing? What are you doing in the field?
Well, we have had a mechanical issue here and just need to see about getting it fixed.
Of course. I don't see any problem with your clearance levels. Would you mind making your way down to the planet. We'll be providing an escort.
Absolutely.
Alright. Out of the Praetor, you see two fighter-class ships just kind of and settle at your back right and back left. They aren't threatening, just kind of like they see smoke trailing off your back end, and they're like, okay, if you need help coming down, we're going to make sure they get there.
Okay, cool. I'm not sensing any problems or anything like
No,
that.
it doesn't seem like there's any ill intent here. It seems like they are genuinely giving you a military escort as Jedi, established members of the current Republic army structure.
Cool.
Yeah. It's not quite being, like, awarded with honors, but you guys are able to get down to the planet.
Good. Would Krat feel at home here since it's snowy and gross?
I imagine it would.
Feels a primal happiness being here. In his element.
Is Ned still staying on the ship to keep doing what he's doing, or have I completed my task?
Well, I'm not really
it's gonna
going anywhere
take-
besides talking.
It's going
to
to take a
somebody
few
if I need
seconds
to.
for you to get down to the planet, but you are not going to be finished with your task by the time you land. You'd probably
Okay,
still have
so-
like a couple more minutes.
So I'm going to look at the group and go, you have my comm. I will look at the hyperdrive.
All right. I'm not going far. I just need to cover.
Fair enough.
All right.
In a super inopportune moment, Krat would like to ask Zeta a question.
I mean, there's plenty of inopportune moments, but
Oh yes.
which one would you
But
like
I
to pick?
I figure right now, as we're like, preparing to
As I'm actively landing the ship.
exactly, yes, and like you're worried that the ship is broken and we need to find someone to fix it. Yeah, Krat's gonna go up and just go, Zeta, not right now, but could you teach me, like you said before, to block blaster bolts?
Yes. Not right now.
Okay,
Maybe
but
not
that
for a
is a
little bit.
yes.
It will happen. I promise you.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I would really like to get some training. Like,
And
just
Zeta
keep-
has completely zoned you
Yes.
out. Not paying attention anymore at all.
Consent is very
R7
important
just
to me.
can't hear this end of the conversation, but just hears, "Yes, I will help you," and goes, "Does the tall one require assistance?"
No.
Oh, well, I apologize for intruding. Alright, you guys make your way down to the planet. It is cold! Very cold! Good fucking lord, is it cold!
I like
You
it.
immediately feel through the actual ship the chill of the air around you. If you have any wintry gear and are not Krat Harrison, please put it on.
I have
Yeah.
my robe.
Yeah.
I again will stick by my word. I am staying on the ship until further
I
notice.
turn on the heaters.
Yeah, the heater goes on, and it is absolutely much more temperate, but still cold. It's not quite seeing your breath on the ship, though.
Krat's body temperature in any environment other than this is like a 180. Like, just he is so warm constantly.
Alright.
Oh, now I'm envisioning towel sweat.
Yeah, I know. It's
Mm.
uncomfortable, isn't it?
Huh.
Alright, so you guys
Constantly wet
land.
fur.
You're immediately put in, fueled. You guys are told that your supplies will be restocked momentarily. Most of the supplies here have been kind of given to the war effort, but they'll kind of spare what they can. And as you look down on the planet, Fort Ipso is a relatively well put together base. It looks like there's the command center off to your right, big hulking building near the landing pads just to make sure that they can control who's going in and out. There's a flight tower also a little bit closer by. Out in the distance, though, you see it's a little bit spread out. There seems to be a small settlement built around the military base here. Lots of different aliens and humanoids running around. Lots of people in parkas. You can't quite tell which ones are human and which ones are alien until you see a parka that has 4 armholes. And then you see things walking around on tentacles that probably shouldn't be in the snow. But hey, this is Star Wars. Anything can happen. So you guys are in not quite a metropolis, but you're definitely somewhere that the ship should be able to get repaired. Should is the operative word there. You're going to have to make some rolls and see how bad is the damage, where can you get parts, and who do you need to go to find parts.
Yeah.
So, Ned is staying on the ship. That means it's probably going to be Zeta and Krat making some introductions, going to where you need to go. How would you like to approach this problem?
Javen, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say if whenever Cedric wants me to, whenever I finish my task of decoding this code, I will go check on the hyperdrive to inform you of said damage that needs to be repaired.
Of course. So that is going to be a mechanics check. First, let's resolve your coding. The code is coordinates. It is a set of coordinates. Not the coordinates that you jumped to. It is almost, and the code that you've received seems to be repeating, almost like a blink, 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 sent every couple of seconds throughout the network on a very, very hard to access frequency. It seems like only inorganic beings might be able to access this frequency. And I'm going to need you to roll an astrogation check to find out where those coordinates lead. But that can happen later if you would rather focus on the engine first.
Will this roll take a lot of time, or can I pause and be like, okay, I know what this is now, the hyperdrive is more pressing, I'm going to go over there and check on this hyperdrive real quick, and then I'll come back to this.
You can absolutely come back to this, but you definitely need to check out the hyperdrive.
Yes, so I will put a slight pause on this and go through the ship and look at the hyperdrive. Ned is moving a lot slower because I'm assuming the ship is vacuum sealed, so I'm fine. It's climate controlled. I'm good.
It's climate controlled, vacuum sealed. You should be feeling a little bit closer to normal.
Yeah, so I go and check on the hyperdrive.
All right, make a mechanics check. 2 purple to determine what is wrong with this thing. Ooh.
Oh.
Fuck.
Ned, for the first time in your life, you are stymied.
No, I'm not.
Okay? So it is the hyperdrive motivator. It is essentially like the spark plug for an engine, but it gets the hyperdrive going. It's pretty much an integral part. You cannot jump to light speed without one.
Okay. With the 4 advantages, I want to know the exact make and model of the part that I need.
Okay.
And I want to know the specifics of where it goes, how I'm supposed to repair this. That's what I'm using all my advantages for.
You have all of that knowledge, and when you make record this on your sheet because I will not remember it. When you make the repair check, you will have 4 blue.
Okay.
Because you're going to bank those advantages.
At some point in all this, I assume at least I'm going down and talking to the lady in charge.
She is actually on the ship. You're actually going to meet somebody different. But yeah, you can reach out. You don't really get the sense of you get to talk to someone in charge immediately. It's more like you approach one of the dock hands, and he's like, "Hi, what can I do you for?"
I'm good with that. Hey, so we're having an issue with our hyperdrive.
Oh shit, you too, huh?
It's a thing? This is a
It's
thing?
been going on the past 2 weeks, actually. We've had
What's been happening?
several ships come through here. Not really bad problems, but definitely we've had some people come by and the hyperdrives have just been going absolutely waka.
Okay, yeah. It brought us here on its own.
Wait, what?
And then busted.
Wait, you're talking the piss right now, right?
Nope.
Make a... Is there a persuasion skill in this game? I keep forgetting.
It depends. It's either charm or negotiation, depending on what you're trying to do.
I think for him it's just gonna be he's gonna roll insight.
So streetwise.
Yeah, roll streetwise. So he has 1 presence, gets 2 blues for being slightly suspicious. Difficulty on this.
Zeta.
You're telling the truth, so I'm gonna make it a 1 purple but 2 black because he's skeptical.
Zeta's kicking herself slightly for saying it.
Yeah, he's just completely laughs it off and just like, yeah, that don't happen. That's not gonna happen. Good fucking luck. Nice pulling my leg like that.
Yeah. But it has completely busted.
Oh,
I don't know what it needs yet. One of my friends is working on it now. But do you guys have like a mechanics shop or anything like that?
we got the machine shop a couple of streets down the road, but by the looks of things, they might be cleaned out if we've been having other people with hyperdrive issues. So it's a good likelihood that you might not be able to immediately find what you need in Republic areas. Now, and he looks both ways a little bit. I do know some people who might be able to get you parts, but it's not strictly on the up and up.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Alright, well,
But I want to
if you
check
need
the shop
anything, you
first.
heard it from old Doogie, right?
Alright. I'll keep an eye out.
Alright. Now, don't tell nobody that I told you that, right?
You realize you just told that to a Jedi, right?
At that point, he actually looks at you and is like, oh, shit!
But I won't tell anyone. You're fine.
Thank you, Mr. Jedi. Thank you very much.
And I will hold you to it if I come back.
Alright, just ask for Doogie. You can probably find me in the office's quarters. Thank you, ma'am. And he awkwardly salutes.
Brat
Zeta
salutes back.
smirks and walks back toward the ship.
I don't even know how Doogie would feel about Krat. I don't think he noticed him at all in this conversation, and then all of a sudden the white ghost walks by and he's like, I'm in hell.
He's been camouflaging into the snow.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the white
Good
cloak.
to find a supporter.
Just
Krat hands him his business card.
In case you ever need a friend to talk to.
Then leaves.
I don't think I know how to roll psychic damage for this game, but
Yeah.
alright. So Ned, I assume you are staying on the ship and handling that astrogation check for now. Zeta and Krat.
Yeah, basically. But if they're starting to walk back towards the ship, I would be contacting them as they're walking back towards the ship and tell them the exact stuff that they need, that we need for the hyperdrive, and then I will just inform Zeta and Krat that I'm going to keep working on the code.
Yes.
Alright, thank you.
Alright. You have the make, model, and problem. Now you just need to figure out where it's going. So, how would you guys like to proceed with this? You have ideas. You can go visit the machine shop. You know that's probably not the likely possibility. There's always the underground, but it is up to you guys.
Well, I'd start with the machine shop and
Okay.
hope that we can find
Yeah.
something on the up and up and not black market price.
So,
I agree.
you guys head your way to the machine shop. It's pretty easy to find. Just look for the people who are grinding metal into tinier pieces. And you are greeted by a Sullustan. If you remember from Return of the Jedi, that's the guy who's going with Lando in the Millennium Falcon. Kind of like weird
Gross.
squid-looking guy.
Gross.
Yeah, a little gross. But he is currently in a parka, kind of like spot welding a big hunk of metal onto a speeder bike. You see that there are a collection of hyperdrives, wrong model for your ship, but you do see spare parts lying around as if this place is being put through a lot of work. Even for something that's not on the front lines, it seems like there's a lot of mechanical failure going around. He looks at me and goes, "What you want?"
Hi, I'm guessing you don't, but do you have any hyperdrive parts?
Oh, Jedi. Yes, have parts. What you need?
I give the write-up of what we need.
One hyperdrive, please.
Okay.
I shush Krat. ignore him. We just need this.
I'm gonna do this. Like, oh, damn, no half pot. Wait 2 week?
2 weeks.
2 week.
Okay. Okay.
Just use the point back.
Force roll. I'm gonna use a force roll for influence.
Go for it.
Listen here, you.
Holy crap!
Oh my god. Okay.
What happened to Krat?
So
Jesus.
right? Okay. So I have to use it again because it's too intense.
I mean, you don't have to.
I do.
Hey, hey. Hey, this is technically an encounter. You do have 1 light side point.
No, because here's the thing. I feel like Krat is going to kind of fall deeper and deeper into this like dark side thing unless someone stops him. Because right now no one's talked to him about it. And it's kind of worked
I
for
haven't
him.
actually seen you use the dark side
Right.
yet.
Oh no, yeah, no, exactly. But like as of now, it's just worked out for him. So it's like, shit, why not? So I think I'm going to use just enough to get my abilities. So like 2. I'm gonna use 2 dark side points. But I'm going to use it to invoke the emotion of fear, and just say, we are Jedi. You know what happened. Like, we need to get what we need. It is very important. You don't want to get in trouble with our council.
Alright, with that strong of a roll and using the dark side, Zeta, you're gonna feel the wave of fear coming off of Krat, burrowing into this man's skull, and he is terrified of Krat. The biggest thing I can kind of visualize for this is his brain is kind of going through what in Batman Begins, where Dr. Crane is looking at Batman and is like leaking sludge down his face.
I haven't actually seen that, but I understand the visual.
Yeah, so that is the equivalent of what is happening in this guy's brain. He goes, and passes out.
Oh. That was not intentional.
I think at that point, even other people in the shop are just like, the hell? Starting to draw a few eyes.
I look at Krat with a what the fuck look in my eyes, and I think he might need some help. We'll come back later to talk about the hyperdrive part to whoever's closest. And then we leave.
Krat just kind of stands there for a second after she walks out and like stares down at the guy.
No, I pull
and
you.
then and then follows.
I am pulling you by the arm.
Yeah, all
I
right.
recognize I can't really move you, but I'm trying.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, after like a tug or two, I just come along.
And we head straight back to the ship.
You guys are greeted by Bud as you come up the ramp, and he goes, "Hello, welcome back to the ship."
Nice.
Very nicely done, Ned.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Do you whistle this, or do you just think it?
Yeah, I do whistle it.
Okay, make a negotiation check. This one, same difficulty.
I will. What was the last one? It
2
was
red?
2 red, yeah.
No!
Oh,
You just said meow.
great.
Yeah,
That's
I think
fine.
Bud is gonna look over at Zeta and be like, I think he is broken.
It's a new language.
Oh, he is learning. I do understand.
And I take Krat and find Ned.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you would, let's see, oh, okay. Yeah, so Ned's just in the co-pilot seat, just kind of waiting. Yeah, that's where you find him, is in the co-pilot seat.
Hello, Ned. How goes the decoding?
It would appear that the coordinates are leading. They are coordinates, by the way. And I turn my head and kind of look at you both, and I look back at the screen. The coordinates are leading to wild space, uncharted, far in the wild space.
Okay.
Interesting. Did you want to send us there, Ned?
Not yet.
I'm not sure I could for two reasons. One, I do not know how my abilities work. Two, we still do not have a working hyperdrive. And my lifespan is not long enough to face the trip into wild space on sublight alone.
Pratt very slowly leans down and puts his hand like up on your chair and goes, "Not with that attitude, it's not." But like in a happy way, like in not sarcastic,
Yeah.
like just in
Yeah.
like a inspirational way.
So in the very, very scary way that you do this to a lesser being, Ned just kind of doesn't move and goes, "No, it has nothing to do with attitude." being very
Pratt
literal.
goes back to standing up and just goes, "Oh, continue."
I turn.
Go on.
I turn and look at Krat. You just used the dark side and made that thing pass out. Guy, not thing.
I used the Force.
You used the dark side and he was terrified. The fuck was that?
I used the Force, and I did not mean to make him pass out. That is because that was his fault.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Yes.
I look at Ned. What? Help.
I look back and look at Krat, and I turn to Zeta and I go, "I was not there."
He used the dark side to make this Celestin terrified.
I told him that he should listen to us because we're Jedi, and he doesn't want to be in trouble with the Jedi. He told us that it would be 2 weeks to fix our hard drive or our hyperdrive, and I knew that he was lying.
He wasn't lying.
He could jump it up a few notches. We could get it done within a few days for sure.
Ned just kind of looks at the two of you and goes, "For what it is worth," and I hold one finger up, "I do not care how we get the part, but we are not leaving this planet on which I cannot walk until we fix the hyperdrive."
Would my little robe help?
I could try.
Alright. One of the dock hands told me about some illicit means to get to it, and I'm just kind of putting the dark side thing aside for right now. And it will be coming back up. And okay, so he told me about this black market illicit way to get things. I'll talk to him, see how much it's going to cost if we try to do that, because we don't have that much.
We should ask the fainting merchant if he will give us a good
You're
deal,
not
too.
going back in there.
He will tell me if we'll get a
No.
good deal.
No, you are not. I will lock you in the ship.
Oh,
You are not doing that again.
I wasn't going to try and do it again. I just wanted to know if he would give us a good deal.
Well, you're also not traumatizing him again.
Did you hear his accent? He was already traumatized.
Oh, fuck me.
Bad crap. Bad crap.
How is that supposed to mean? Is this where we find out that Krat is incredibly racist?
Apparently.
No, Krat is very, very pro, like, diversity. However, he's extremely
Racism, yeah.
stereotypical. Like he's like, I would love to have Chinese people here. I love them. They're the most hardworking, factory-working people. And like, it's just like, Jesus. Like, he's being positive, but like, God.
The Chinese? Yes, I love the Orientals.
Oh,
You're
good
like,
God.
Whoa! Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah.
All right. So you guys
He's
have...
like the most progressive man from the 1940s. Like,
So you guys have your approximate heading.
yeah.
What would... So I'm... Forgive me for assuming. Would you like to try and find Doogie and figure out where this place you need to go is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rundown is we need the part for the hyperdrive to get off this planet, which Ned can now walk onto because he's an insect in the snow, and that's not okay.
Yes.
So Ned can't be of help outside of the ship. Zeta is now paranoid of Krat, and we still need the hyperdrive part, of which only this Doogie knows of.
Yes, that is
This
the
quote,
that is the long and
Doogie.
short of it. Yes.
I'll be right back.
This
Sorry.
dirty little man named Doogie knows of.
Yes.
So, and do we have any other leads?
Not that you have asked around for.
Well, wait. You know what? I can. Does Z have any kind of surveillance capabilities?
Yes, he is a remote droid.
Could I just use him as like a drone?
Absolutely. You could absolutely like project a hologram through him.
Cool. I look at Zeta and I go, if you would like, I can send Z with you. I can hear and see everything that he does. Should shit hit the fan, he is also good at protection.
Z just kind of does a little dance in midair.
I like his little dance.
Ned turns and nods at you.
Zeta is off headset for a second, so
Gotcha.
I think just to Ned, Krat would say, just saying, I can get us a good deal with the Republic.
With the Republic, I respond back, and mentally.
Right? That was the Republic-owned one? Like the actual legal, like repair shop, right? That I scared the guy?
that was the actual army machine shop. You would not have been charged for parts, but it would have been put together on the Republic side. So.
Okay. Gotcha. So yes.
I respond more and it just kind of, if we aren't Jedi anymore, then are we still part of the Republic?
That is...
No, but they don't know that yet.
Arguably, you could still be claimed as Republic citizens, but you aren't strictly part of the Republic army anymore. You could enlist.
They don't know that yet, though.
They don't.
To them,
Fair.
we are Jedi.
Fair. However, keeping in mind, and this goes for me too, I have never seen a Jedi like you or I So if we go poking our heads around everywhere and making a show of everything, we're going to have a trail.
Yes. But
Uh-huh.
yes, but if our trail is ridiculous and wildly, they will not know what our plan is. And then Krat looks down for a second and then back up at Ned and then goes, "Wait, do we have a plan?"
Ned looks down and realizes that he has not made a plan.
I guess this is a
Always has a plan.
conversation for another time. Right now the plan is fix the hyperdrive.
Let us think on a plan as we go about the task at hand. Here and
Yeah.
now, as my old master would say.
Yes. Think. Sure.
Think! I, Krat Harrison, can definitely do that.
I can do
Yes.
that. I'm good at that.
You have
Yes.
Brain power
I
of
spend-
1.
Spend much time thinking, actually.
That is true.
True.
Alright, so it sounds like you need your fucking hyperdrive fixed.
Krat is the equivalent of like a pristinely cleaned computer that has like 2 megs of RAM.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is the
you can have it on forever and it will never tire, but it just can't load things that well.
That's the funniest part about him to me is that he's a low intelligence character that thinks more than anything. Like he's just the smartest of a really really dumb group of people.
Yeah.
So
He's the smartest
So, like-
idiot in the room.
yeah, he is insightful and he does like it just takes him a while to get there.
Alright.
What's the? God, I have to think about the quote. The freaking the golden sphinx or whatever from Mystery Men, where he just like says some offhanded like proverb that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Basically.
I-
Alright, moving
yeah.
forward.
Yeah. All right.
What are you guys doing?
We're waiting for Zeta, essentially.
Okay. I thought she was back, I'm sorry.
Well, who's Biggs?
We're gonna find out in a second.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go pee real quick while we're waiting.
Yes.
I'm trying to Mystery Men Sphinx quotes. You must lash out with every limb, like the octopus who plays the drums.
What the hell?
He who questions training only trains himself at asking questions.
Okay, that is slightly more profound and makes a little more sense.
We are number 1. All others are number 2 or lower.
Also technically correct.
When you can balance a tack hammer on your head, you will head off your foes with a balanced attack.
God damn it.
Like this.
This is the worst thing I've heard all evening.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
You're totally good. Alright. Krat is currently on out.
Oh, lovely.
No, not out. I'm just meaning Thomas is not.
Oh, okay.
He did not leave the ship. Alright, so I am going to assume that Zeta, Ned via Z, and Krat are all going out the ship.
So essentially, I'm like Palpatine on the spider robot. Like it's just kind of
Ew.
hologrammed.
Basically.
Ew.
Except you can project yourself when you want to. It's not a constant thing. You just have a camera that's not quite that's like a 180-degree view of what Z is seeing. So you are able to get outside of the ship remotely. Pun intended.
Mhm.
Alright,
Okay.
so I'm assuming you guys are headed out of the ship.
Yeah, I'm going to find what's his face.
Doogie?
Bargley.
It is okay. So asking around, it's not hard to find
Okay.
Doogie. Doogie is essentially in whatever
That's
passes
what it
for a
is.
bar for soldiers around here.
Real quick.
Yeah.
My boss's son goes by the nickname Doogie.
Well, that is pretty funny, but I did not know that before walking into this session. So,
That is
No.
unfortunate.
Wowie.
It's just funny. Okay, continue.
all right. So it's easy enough to find Doogie. He's actually hanging out with a couple of corporals. Himself a lieutenant, so he's just like making himself into the big man. So he is drinking at a table. He looks at you guys and goes, "Hi, looks like you guys had a bit of a mess." Corporals are just looking up at you like, they're Jedi. What do we do?"
Yeah, we need to talk.
All right, piss off, lads. And the corporals, which include a female of whatever species this happens to be, look slightly offended and just walk away. He gestures for you guys to sit down.
So where is it that we can find parts and such?
Oh, so you might need my introduction on that one. I wouldn't put it past this person to close up for just a couple of Jedi. Not exactly on the up and up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't I show you exactly where you're supposed to go?
Will this cost more than 2,000 credits?
Jesus H fucking Christ! It's in me head.
Sorry, Krat will whistle. There's no fucking way he'll understand this, but Krat will whistle. Is it gonna be more than 2,000 credits?
The whistling doesn't help.
Yeah, no, I assumed it wouldn't.
Yeah. And he's gonna look at you and be like, from what you described, it's gonna be a fair bit. Probably more than 2,000 credits, honestly. Motivator is kind of a big part, and putting it in isn't a small task, even if it is a small bit. You have to rewire pretty much the entire hyperdrive.
Can I tell if this man's trying to upsell us at all?
He's not trying to upsell you, but he is trying to make it sound slightly more important. The repair alone is going to cost a pretty penny.
The repair can be done entirely by me.
Yes.
So what I'm asking is like, well, I guess I'll keep that to myself and just assume. Ned would keep it to himself and just assume that Krat and Zeta know that the repair will be done by him and no one else.
Absolutely.
Do you
Yeah,
have
we've-
credits?
I'm sorry?
Me?
Yeah, Ned. Like, how many credits do we have in total?
Ned's got money.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I
Krat
got
doesn't have
no-
much money. Yeah.
Honestly, wait. Cedric, when I need a specific part, or can I just craft my own part?
You are a lightsaber technician. Let's consider that a very specialized subset. And if you would like to work on a hyperspace engine, you could probably hack it. It might work once.
I think while all this is happening, I kind of take like whatever kind of tablet I have watching what Z is doing, and I just go into the hyperdrive bay, and I sit and just kind of tinker around with it. I don't take it apart. I don't completely shut, or maybe I do, but I don't do anything that will be like completely detrimental. I just kind of take it apart and study it and learn about how hyperdrives work in a more in-depth fashion.
Alright. No problems. I mean, it is a complicated piece of machinery, very different from a lightsaber because it's on a larger scale. We can go into the mechanics of how that work while you're studying, but in the meantime, it's going to run you a little more than 2,000 credits to get a hyperdrive motivator. Plus, you're going on the market,
That's
so it's
fine.
going to be upsold anyway.
That's fine.
I wave him off and say, we've got the repair handled. We just need the part.
Oh, that's still going to be a pretty penny. They're hard to find around here, especially because, like I said, lots of bits been blown off and bit.
Is it the same part that's been messing up for everyone?
Don't seem like the same part, but it's a lot of hyperdrive things, so pieces of everything are kind of coming through, and the specific make and model you're looking for isn't exactly easy to find. Even if you got a pretty easy ship, that's a pretty penny right there.
Alright.
Alright. I
And
assume...
you know if you take us somewhere that we get jumped, it's not going to end well.
Make a streetwise check. 2 purple. He's not snowing yet. He's going to take you where he planned, and there's no jump waiting for you.
Okay. I just kind of give him a look as I say that.
Fair enough. You guys walk down. You don't have to avoid the patrols because you look official, but once you get outside of the base, you start realizing that the pathway is becoming more back alleys and a little bit more snow piled up, places that don't have a general lived-in look. But he's taking you to the place outside of Fort Ipso, and he takes you to a bar, real rundown place with a broken neon sign, letters occasionally lighting up with the Arabesh words, the Wild Card. Card being spelled Karrde.
Okay.
And he passes through, seems to be like uttering a password to the door person, and door person looks at both of you, nods very slowly. The Duros at the door, their red eyes unblinking, and as you make your way through, it is Mos Eisley but cold. There are all sorts of oddities in this place. Droids with 17 arms serving drinks. There are snout-nosed Ugnaughts taking shots of what smells like diesel oil and looks like goat piss.
Nice.
There are all sorts of other things that shouldn't be going on and yet are, and it offends your Jedi sensibilities. But there are 2 corners that are specifically quiet. One of them is another Duros with a broad-brimmed hat, a vest, a red shirt, his fingers steepled, hands looking down at a Dejeric board. Across from him, and Kate and Ed, I'm going to need you to unmute.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
So Kate and Ed were feeling a little left out because they wanted to play a Star Wars game, and so I gave them the option of joining. And Kate, you are currently sitting across from Master Card. Yes, I realize this is the worst pun I could have pulled on all of you, but you are sitting across the Dejeric board from the blue-skinned, red-eyed Duros with his sharp teeth, trying to make sense of the board as you've lost 3 games in a row now, and you're not sure how he's cheating, but you're sure he is.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
Huh? What? I'm not sure how you're doing this, but something just doesn't feel right.
For the rest of the group, would you mind describing your character?
So, I am a 5'3" Faline. So green skin, long, like to butt level length black hair, with these very noticeable, piercing, vibrant purple eyes. Dressed very casually, like tapered khakis, boots that come up to mid-calf, light, like, white button-down shirt, and a what you would assume would probably be a heavier jacket, but it's regulates temperature very, very well.
Alright. And you are sitting across from MasterCard. He looks at you and goes, I don't cheat. I just play by my own rules.
Where I come from, That sounds a lot like cheating. So do you want to try that again?
Well, where I come from, it sounds like the right thing to do, and if I'm not mistaken, and you see him snap his fingers, and every eye in the bar looks at him, and suddenly at you, there's a very devilish smile on his lips as he goes, and where I'm from, if I say I win, I win.
Biggs, I'm gonna need you, like now.
Okay. You see this enormous, like, just black, leather, head to toe, looks like just armored to the teeth, and you don't see a weapon per se yet, but then all of a sudden, next thing you see is a rather large-looking rifle pointed straight at this man's face.
So,
Everyone will drop their weapons.
at this point, MasterCard is going to look at the newcomers to the bar who are not paying attention to him, back at the people threatening him.
I was gonna say, is there a lot of like, are there a bunch of other people with guns in this establishment, or is this kind of
There
like,
are a
for-
lot of
for
people
crowd
with
looking
guns
on.
in this establishment.
okay? But for crowd looking on, is this like a abnormal piece of violence that he's looking upon in this room?
Pratt has been on missions before, I would argue, that this isn't his usual situation, but you've been in
Yeah.
a Mexican standoff before, and I don't think you enjoyed it, but right now you're technically not part of it.
Right, but what I'm saying is that if this is like a very obvious, like if Krat notices this, he is going to intervene.
I mean, it is patently obvious what is going on.
Okay, Krat's gonna walk up and just go, I don't know the situation. Talking in all of your heads. I don't know the situation.
Not mine.
However,
Yeah, not the robot.
yeah, well, Krat's been speaking to robots recently, so he's confident. I don't know your situation. However, I doubt that rifle is necessary.
Just like the slow turn of a head. Like this thing has no neck that you can see. It just
wait a minute. He goes, oh wait, you're a droid. Sorry. He kind of says that to himself, and then I'm gonna whistle, Cedric.
Same difficulty, same check.
Okay. Which I realize I've actually been rolling one too many greens for that.
That's okay.
So.
This does make it funnier.
Ah! Yeah.
So you do get your point across, but it's more like it's more like pigeon English. So it's kind of like rifle, no need, make self peaceful.
Yeah, alright. That's fine.
yeah, like just doesn't respond. Just looks back at well, we haven't introduced, but Kate's character. Just like your call.
I mean,
How do you propose that we get out of this situation? Because it feels like this is about to turn very violent very quickly. And I don't
Well,
know
like
if you
I said, I don't know your situation. I just think the rifle should be put down.
could I have a vigilance check from Kate? Because someone's talking in your head.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Could I also have some checks from my other person who's in the room? Because Krat's doing Krat things.
Me?
That would be fair.
That's not a bad roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
One
Vigilance
success,
is going to
two
be...
advantages.
I'm going to say that this is going to be a 2 purple check, because it's not like it hasn't happened before, but it's not something you expected.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, don't forget to roll without.
Yeah, that's I did forget that. I was like, okay. So I think the failure negates the success. The threat negates.
Did you just like
yeah.
roll? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
The threat negates one of the advantages. So
1 second, my internet went out for a minute, so I didn't actually see the roll.
unless you want me to completely reroll, which I will gladly do.
Still get the.
What the fuck?
I need to add you guys to the right roller, actually. So that's probably what needs to happen.
That's fair. That could.
That would help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't see bullshit, and I need to go to the right roller if I'm going to see that. So,
Okay.
yeah, let's... I'm going to
Can't
go ahead
see
and link you
shenanigans,
guys to
Cedric?
the... link you guys to here so you guys can add yourselves.
Okay.
Cool.
And then we'll deal with it. Meanwhile, everyone else, what are you doing? Besides Krat trying to cool down the situation.
Oh, what you all, aside from Krat, and I don't know if Zeta's made herself known, you see a small little remote. Like a little training remote.
That is
That's
all
just
it
kind
is.
of swiveling back and forth, but
Right.
like just taking everything in.
And then.
You should be able to select your character over there.
And then.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's one.
And then, yeah,
I had that, and then there.
Alright. Tell
It's
me
been-
what role you had for the moment.
There we go. Okay.
Because that way I don't have to have consistent rerolls. Alright, I see both of you. Alright, cool. Tell me what you rolled initially.
I initially rolled 1 success, 2 advantages, with 1 failure and 1 threat.
Okay, so that would be 1 success and 1 advantage? Or just 1 advantage?
1 advantage.
Okay. So, yeah, the advantage I'll give you is you don't outwardly react, but there's someone talking in your brain. It's your brain. It should not be talking in any voice other than yours.
Gotta come up with a new consent system. Oh boy.
Behind the crack, you see Chigruda with her hood up.
At this point, Master Carter is going to look at everyone and be like, alright, it seems we are at an impasse. Seems like the big droid is not going to let this one go, so it appears I must be the bigger person. Everyone, go back to your drinks.
Are there physical credit? Wait, is he getting up and leaving?
No, he's still
Where's
sitting
he?
at the board. Everyone else is just going back
Oh,
to what
okay.
they were doing. He's just kind of like, nothing to pay attention to here. I will handle it.
And then
Okay.
second question, this is for like I have just a lack of Star Wars knowledge. Are there physical credits?
Yes.
Is there like okay.
There are, but you know, it's kind of like a real world thing where you have like a credit card if you're like a big spender, and or you can like just wire transfer from your data pad. But there are physical credits for sure.
I just think the idea of Krat giving this strange gambler man 1 credit and then giving him a thumbs up is really funny.
It is.
Because it's like he thinks that money is the problem here.
Is that what you're doing?
I would like to, yeah. I
Oh
want
my
to give
God,
him 1
that's
credit. I just
perfect.
want to put it on the table, slide it over to him, and then just thumbs up.
Even with the droid's like, what?
Krat, I think you're gonna make the streetwise check on this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Streetwise
It's
check.
not good.
1 red and 1 purple, please.
Hey!
There you go.
No? No, not bad,
No,
not bad.
He is going to look at you, and you are going to suffer one strain from just, oh my god, I offended somebody. But yeah, he looks at you and is like, do I look poor?
Not poor, just in need of a thumbs up.
You can keep your thumbs and your credits.
Oh, okay. He picks the credit back up, puts it back in his pocket, and then just goes, I'm glad I could help, and then walks away.
Yeah, the entire time the rifle.
MasterCard is going to look across the table at Naz, I think is your name?
Naz.
Naz. Okay, Naz, thank you. So Naz. He's going to look at Naz. So, violence averted. Do we play or do we talk?
I think you've had a few good rounds. I think I'm done playing, though.
Fair enough. By the way, you did notice that the folks you were looking for are there with Big Airy, yeah?
Sorry, come again? My brain did not translate that into...
The folks we're looking for were there with Big Harry.
Okay.
An Islander accent is not exactly easy to understand sometimes.
No, and I'm deliberately being obscure. Because he's a crime lord. He don't talk straight.
That's fair. My brain just was not translating.
You're good.
Okay.
So these people are the people I need? Wonderful. Thank you for your help.
Alright. Now, in the meantime, Naz, Biggs, and everyone else at the bar, you got some decisions to make. You know you need to talk to this guy for your part. Krat already made an impression.
That's, yeah.
Now, I'm going to argue that, for metagaming knowledge, you guys did not hear the exchange I just had with Kate and Ed. Metagaming is going to be hard on this one, but you guys are going to have to keep some knowledge close to the chest.
That's alright.
All
I
right.
think Krat does walk back over to the droid and to Zeta, and then also gives both of them a thumbs up. Violence averted.
Yeah, it was.
You see Z project a little thumbs up emoji in place.
Yes. Booyah.
Yes, fist bump.
Yeah. Yes.
So I look at Doogie. Who the fuck are we supposed to be talking to?
I see him right there, the man with the big hat. That would be Card. He kind of runs this place and parts of the underworld down here.
Wonderful. She says that under her breath.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go. Cause,
Do we not need you to introduce us first?
Yeah. Fine. He looks very
Thank you.
dejected. It's like, shit, I have to do this now?
So close! So close!
I mean, it's not every day you get into a underground bar and the bar owner is like, hey everyone, we're gonna kill somebody. And they're like, okay!
I think he really likes me. You may not need to introduce us.
Oh, sure.
I look at
That's how this works.
I look at Krat and I'm like, okay, just wait, just stay
Doogie
quiet
is going
for
to
now.
very cautiously make his way over,
Okay.
kind of be like, excuse me, pardon me, passing around several different people, clanking through a couple of people's drinks. You see a very angry I'm trying to think of I can't even think of a proper Star Wars person right now. Just someone is going to be very annoyed that he spills their drink on their lap. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, I'll pay for that. And finally makes his way up to Master Card. You hear small murmuring as they kind of exchange words. The eyes look up towards you. Difficult to tell because there's no pupils, but you get the sense of attention laid onto you. Quick jerk of the head, and Doogie runs off. And all of a sudden you see the Duros wave his hand up, fingers kind of tilt in the come here gesture, and you guys are effectively being summoned.
And we walk up.
Yeah, I'll walk back up there.
Alright.
I will float.
Float. Now, as you make your way through, people are at this point realizing, oh, okay, these people need the attention, so they're intentionally moving out of the way. So it's kind of a little easier walk for you guys, especially for Krat, because Krat, your head is almost touching the ceiling on this place. It is not a very tall establishment.
Yeah.
How tall is it?
I think I have it written down somewhere. It's at the top. 8'4".
Oh, damn. You're actually taller than Biggs.
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot ceiling.
Krat
Krat could jump and hurt
We're gonna have to
himself.
change your name.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. Visuals. Adjusting.
Yeah. You guys know what Krat looks like, right?
Yes, you're that
Okay, good.
weird looking like little thing.
Exactly. Yes. That's absolutely correct.
You're the little woo-woo thing.
Perfect.
Oh, that's exactly how I would have described it. So.
Well, funny you should say that. It's actually how Krat whistles when he's talking to
Yeah.
droids.
When he talks physically, it's like a slide whistle.
Oh, that is so unsettling. Okay. So they walk back up?
Yeah, they walk back up.
I don't know. What's the play here?
I do think that Krat's just going to walk up and stand there. And then, unless Zeta says something or Ned's droid says something, like if you guys look over here, it's like, no, finish your game.
I'm waiting for Doogie.
Doogie ran.
He introduced you and ran.
I.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I nod at him. Take my hood down.
I do not get many of your type around here. What be Jedi doing in me house?
We got some mechanical issues with our ship.
Lot of that going around, it seems.
Apparently. It's interesting.
The way of the galaxy. War makes scarce, makes people like me rich. You gonna make me rich, Jedi?
Don't know yet.
You say
I,
you need parts. What parts you need?
Ned, are you able to talk?
Z kind of moves forward a little bit and projects a precise image of the part that we need onto the table.
Interesting.
That right there not gonna be easy to find even with correct specs.
Can I tell if he's lying?
He's not. Like, the XS at this point was on its way out. It's not a part that's currently in production, so you're gonna have to scrap someone else's ship to make it work.
Gotcha.
It's like restoring old cars. You're gonna have to find a wreck.
Zeta, you've had this ship for what, 10 years? Yeah, it's old. It's an old ship.
It's a classic, fuck you.
Somewhere in the back of it,
finger
someone
emoji
has written in dirt, washed.
Projects out of Z.
What's that trick?
I said somewhere on the back of it, someone has written in dirt, "Wash me." All right.
Oh no, that thing is pristine.
I know. I kid. But yeah, gonna be a pretty penny to try and find out. Not to mention, I have to scour multiple systems.
How much?
Well, the part alone will cost 3,000. Actually getting it plus my cut, let's call it an even 10.
The amount of 7,000 credits projects in front of Z.
I don't. Oh, you're totally fine, man. If this thing had hair, you would notice like a raised eyebrow, and it's like, do tell what leverage you'll be having in this, and he makes air quotes, negotiation.
What is this guy wearing?
Red shirt, vest, boots, 2 holsters on each hip.
Weapon-wise?
There are 2 long blasters in his hips. Please make a... What is the technical term for this? Is it streetwise or is it, I don't think looking for hidden weapons is a streetwise check.
What kind of roll are you trying to make me make?
Concealed weapons check.
So that can either be perception or it can be streetwise. Streetwise is more of an insight, whereas perception is kind of like investigation and perception rolled into one. Yeah.
Let's call this the perception skill then, because this is noticing things about his wear that would give you the idea he's got hidden weapons.
Okay, yeah, that would definitely be perception then. Or I guess you could also maybe call it vigilance, but this isn't really a hostile situation.
Not yet.
Think.
But yeah, it's definitely a perception check.
Not yet. Not yet. Could I perhaps zoom in to get my extra blue for perception checks?
Yes, you absolutely can. That's going to be a zoom. It is going to suffer 2 black because he does have weapons that are meant to be concealed. So it's going to be his standard 1 red and 1 purple with 2 black. You're going to add your blue for the zoom.
All right. Cool.
I mean, if you want to spend the destiny point to succeed, you can, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's very likely.
Alright, so at this point, the number would disappear and a hollow projection of a nondescript symbol, which I have yet to make, which is my craftsman's insignia that I put on all of my creations.
Mm-hmm.
And out loud you hear the voice go, I can offer you weapon upgrades for the weapons that you carry, depending on the make and model.
You see him mulling this over in his brain.
I add on the fact that these are Jedi modifications.
Zeta, as you mentioned that, you get the sense that that wasn't what you might have needed to say. It's like, oh look, they're perfectly legal modifications, said to the gangster.
So, as you say that, piping up from Z, you just hear, No, I am not the Jedi here. My two escorts are the Jedis. I am but a humble mechanic.
You think I don't have someone who can do good work? I seen your symbol before, and I do appreciate the craftsmanship, but... And he lovingly pats one of the blasters on his hip, is like, you do not get to where I am without making a couple of mods first. And besides, I'm not opposed to an exchange of favors.
What would you have me and my compatriots do?
There are a couple of things around the system that I require. A couple of things on the moon that are impeding my business. So, I need a couple of people who can ease relations, make things go smoothly.
In what way?
And Ned just kind of laughs to
Anyway.
himself. Ned kind of laughs to himself, not through Z, but just like on the ship, just kind of laughs to himself like, we are not the people that talk to other people.
Oh,
Speak for yourself.
say cool it, Harry. I'm pretty good with talking with people if you need anything.
No, that is not out loud. As I said, that is not out loud by any stretch. This is to himself on the ship.
To
I
himself.
was gonna say, if
But-
you call Pratt Harry, there's
But-
gonna be a long, slow head turn towards you if you call him that. And-
But don't forget, Naz and Biggs are still within hearing distance of this. So you do hear that he's going to send these people on a mission. I don't even know. Naz, did you ever leave the table?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So you are literally sitting there hearing him talk about this, and he's like, well, these might be
Like,
the people
if-
you were looking for, so maybe you could kill two birds with one stone here.
Yeah.
These
I
are
would
the
assume
people
we
we're
didn't hear the whole "they were looking for us" thing. That's what you were talking about.
Yes, you guys did not. That is Ned's craftsman mark. That's fucking gorgeous, man.
Nice.
It is as intricate as all of my makes are.
Yep. Damn, I love that maze. So yeah, you guys did not hear that Biggs and Naz have been looking for you.
Yeah.
So that's the metagame knowledge I'm asking from you guys. Is there's going to be a couple of bullshit things going on, and I want you as players to know things that your characters don't know.
Wait, repeat that? Sorry, I was thinking about something else. What?
So
Exactly. Good. You're good. You're all good.
Well, no, because I want to know. I want to
Right.
be. But
Thomas?
I was looking at the maze, and I was.
What? You're not allowed to.
No, no.
yeah,
Knowing
Pratt
without
doesn't
knowing.
know, but Thomas knows that
Yes.
Biggs and Naz have been looking for Zeta, Pratt, and they think there's a third one. They're not sure who's talking through the remote.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Moving on.
Yes. No, I was trying to solve it too. Don't worry.
Oh, we were all just sat there and tried to solve the maze.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't get it on my iPad apparently. I'm just like, okay.
The ADHD brain went open here and go. Did.
Puzzle.
I love it.
Puzzle.
See, my brain it went immediately to if Krat's lightsaber had an insignia, what it would be, and I know exactly what it would be. And it's just
Is
the
it a
it's
straight
Hitchhiker's
line?
Guide to the Galaxy thumbs up.
Yes, absolutely. All right, back to that.
It has that-
So-
it looks like you got like a bargain mart if it has that stamp on it.
Yeah, basically. I think it's just the thumbs up. Yeah. Anyways.
There it is.
Jumpin' Joes. All right.
Okay, so
So if
yeah, so
Naz, whose name I don't actually know yet,
Mhm.
says she's good at talking to people, I'd kind of cross my arms and look up at her.
So you don't. This look says that you don't believe me.
Look says I don't know you.
Can I use my thing, my beguiling pheromones
You can.
Bye, guy.
to charm her?
You
Like
can
I-
roll a charm check, but it's gonna be opposed.
Yes, I can suffer 2 strain
To upgrade the.
to upgrade my ability.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Now, is it all engaged targets, or is it just a one that you choose?
It's
It's
all engaged targets.
all engaged with, as long as they
That would
don't
mean that Krat
being...
Krat doesn't smell. Krat doesn't smell.
does
Does Krat
smell.
breathe?
Krat
He,
breathes.
he has a cloaca of an air hole. He breathes
So-
and smells through the same hole.
You monster!
Smells, tastes, talks, all of it.
All through the same hole. Yeah.
I think that technically counts because it's not a mask or
No.
whatever
Probably
the...
does.
Doesn't do it? Yeah.
No, Krat's affected, Krat breathes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's true.
Ned is not here, so Ned is not affected.
So what roll
No.
is it?
It is an opposed charm check. So,
So you roll charm.
no. So here's how it's gonna work. Kate.
Yes.
Krat, what is your charm skill?
My charm skill?
Yes,
Like-
you're rolling your charm skill. Now I'm setting the difficulty.
So
Krat,
just plain.
Thomas,
Yeah.
what is your charm skill?
While this happens, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Of course.
My charm is terrible. It's 2 green.
Okay. 2 purple for your first check.
2 green, 2 purple.
No.
No, it's Kate.
Whoops.
Two-
Good try. Good try. We're gonna get rid of that.
Thank you. Okay, that's fine.
Is purple?
Can I get rid of that is the great question.
I don't know.
We can ignore that.
Just
Yeah, who
ignore
cares?
it.
Fucking Christ.
So, Krat, seems reasonable.
And now the other one that breathes.
Zeta, what is your charm skill?
Same. 2 green.
Actually, no. This is a willpower check, so it would be either vigilance or cool. Or possibly
Oh, I'm way
resilience.
better at cool.
Okay, so let's re-roll that because Cedric is trying to do things on the fly for a second. So you're gonna
Yeah.
re-roll cool because this is you didn't know this was happening. Zeta, you're also gonna be rolling against cool. So Naz is gonna roll against their cool checks. Krat, what is your cool?
It's 2 yellows and a green.
Okay, so that is 2 red and a purple.
Two,
Cool, not vigilance.
so 2 red and...
Okay.
So it's 2
red and a purple. But if I'm using my
sorry,
blank...
Thomas,
The guy
you're
on
not the
the
one
pheromone.
rolling this.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
No,
I thought it
that's
was
me.
rolling it. I thought it was contested. Oh, sorry.
So when I say
But if I'm
contest-
using that,
yeah. So
You would,
Good.
so
Everyone
you
stop!
would roll 3 yellow.
3 yellow.
Everyone
so
stop.
Can I hit that?
That, and then add the
Ed.
2
Two.
red, 1 purple.
2 red and 1 purple.
Ed,
Bam.
Kate,
Yes.
stop. Thank you. Because we're going to have player versus players rolls, here's how it works. The player who is making the check uses their skill. It is against the skill points another character has. In this case, Krat, you have, for cool, 2 yellows and a green.
Yeah.
Those transfer to Kate's skill as difficulty dice. 2 red
Gotcha.
and 1 purple.
Gotcha. Okay.
Are we cool?
Yes. Makes sense. Sorry,
I'm
I
just making
misunderstood.
sure I still... I'm just making sure I'm still hitting the upgrade because I'm suffering 2 strain
Yeah.
to upgrade my
You
roll.
already upgraded it, so you don't need to add any more strain.
Yep. So you're gonna up. It's only upgraded once for every person. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. So let me do that, and then I can go ahead and roll too. There.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Krat. It
Yeah.
smells nice. It smells really nice.
I do say, you smell nice.
Alright. Zeta, what is your cool?
Cool, not vigilance.
Cool,
Even though I
not
was suspicious.
vigilance. You didn't know this was coming.
Okay. Then 2 green.
2 purple, Kate.
Okay, what's happening? What's going on?
Pheromone.
Rolling. Kate's releasing the pheromones
And then
because she's
upgrade.
Feline.
Ew, Feline
What
farts.
the hell?
Wow.
Angry dice
Oh,
indeed. Zeta, Your opinion doesn't change, but there is a very pleasant smell in the air.
You just
She
see me
smells
raise an
nice.
eyebrow.
Hang
Zeta,
on.
she smells great.
Hang on. Kate,
Yeah.
you have the option to use a destiny point if you would like to succeed on one of those rolls.
Let's do it.
No, hang on. I
Pick
would
up.
argue that PvP shouldn't have destiny points involved. That just seems
Yeah,
cheap.
let's not. We're not
Yeah,
in a bad situation.
Okay,
This is fine.
I will argue that's fair, but I'm not gonna spin the dice one way or the other. But
Yeah. Like, it just smells nicer now. The bar goes from smelling like a dank ass pit to, hey, they used bleach to clean up.
yes,
No, probably not.
Febreze.
but
They used
Febreze.
Febreze.
I smell lots of Febreze.
I'm assuming you're not trying to charm MasterCard.
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless he wants to stop cheating at the game that we were playing.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so the pheromones attempt to do their work, but through Jedi discipline and Krat's weird
Krat.
physical nature, it doesn't work like you think it should.
You just see me raise my eyebrow at you.
Because it's one orifice, it's very filtered. It's-
It is. There's like 8 layers of filter, of mesh.
of biomesh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yuck.
Alright, so, players,
Mm-hmm.
charm attempted, didn't work.
Didn't
What
work.
now?
Didn't
Bad
fail
day.
either, it just had no effect whatsoever.
Fact, yeah.
So,
I-
what now?
I had said I just don't know you.
That's fair. I don't know you either, but I would like to show good faith by offering to help you.
I'm very sorry. Zeta's very suspicious at the moment.
I mean, given the circumstances, fair.
Yeah.
Um,
You smell lovely, but we have business with your friend here.
why
I
do you
wouldn't-
want to help us?
Why can't people just go around being helpful to other beings of this
You would be
universe?
the first.
Yeah, if
Because that
Krat
does not
win,
because we all know that is not how this galaxy works.
But maybe it should.
Maybe.
But it does not now. Surely you can understand that.
I do. Life has been hard. And I get where you guys are coming from. So if you don't want to trust me to help you get the parts that you need and also help Master Carl over here smooth things over. Because, I mean, right now it's just a win-win-win. Like, I don't see how any of us are really losing anything.
What are you gaining, though?
For what it's worth, Zeta, we have our secrets. I would be amenable to having them keep theirs, should they want to.
Also, you
It,
may
it
want
would be
to be
the it would be the
considering.
prudent thing to do.
You may want to be considering. At this moment, you got no ship. Now, them's, they got a ship.
I'm not losing my shit.
I didn't say you
I'm
were
not
losing
saying
the
that.
ship.
I'm
but-
saying that out of character.
No, you're not losing your ship, but ship no go. Ship no go into interspace.
Brad is questioning
So-
how this man got so rich if he refused a credit.
I look back at Card. I'm like, so what do you want done?
Like I
Specifically.
said, There be people who be making my life difficult. I want them to not do so.
Can't help you if you don't give me details.
I'll give details when you get the job. If you don't want the job, you just say no.
Is it possible to have a non-violent solution to what you say?
Yeah, take the job.
No, you misunderstand. Not violent with you. Violent with those you wish to stop interfering.
Theoretically, yes. In actuality, probably not.
There's always a chance.
I look
say we
back
do
at-
it.
I look
And
back
if
at Z.
that doesn't happen, I'm here for that eventuality.
I look back at Z, kind of asking Ned.
There's a reason why I keep this one around.
The remote Z swivels and looks at Zeta. As if to say, like, what?
Your call.
I say we bring this one along simply because she smells nice. If she's offering to help and is basically a candle, there's no downside.
Yes, light her on fire and she smells good.
Please don't light me on fire.
There's a big head
don't
turn
worry.
towards the man as he says lighter on fire.
That is not in character. That was not the Islander voice. Shut up.
I have no matches. There is no fire here.
So just for my own clarification, we still have not introduced each other. We still have not introduced ourselves.
Correct.
No,
No.
not at all.
Gotcha. So if Zeta looks at Z, Z looks at Zeta, Z looks back at Krat and sees that he is still just blankly staring ahead.
Yeah.
Then moves, hovers over to the Falleen, and you see the little symbol appear very small in front of you, as though, you know, to have a face to the droid. And it just asks, "And what are you called?"
My name is Naz Cole.
And what would you say your trade is? Like, what do you do for work, essentially?
So I do a little bit of research. I try to, help people out and research and find things out. But I also am starting to find that I really like finding resolutions to conflicts. Even when some people try to start conflict with me, and I just glare at MasterCard.
I did not start the conflict. You lost.
Can I go over like some data banks and see if I could like check to see if like recording of a match or something, just to see if like what happened?
I mean,
Just silently, like
sure,
while they're having
yeah,
this.
that'll be a computer's check. No, I'm teasing. It's not a roll. Yeah, you have an eidetic memory of some form or another.
Mm-hmm. Did he?
After
I'll private message that.
Oh,
Was that a yes?
I said I'll private message that to you.
after that, Z kind of just floats in front of Nas and just kind of goes, "Very well. Are you amenable to flying us to where we need to go?"
It's gonna be a bit tight. Very tight. But we can do our best. As long as you're all okay with it being tight.
I look back at Card. How far exactly are we needing to go?
Not far. You just got to go
Sublight
one
work?
system over.
Would
Great.
sublight engines work?
Afraid not.
Alright.
Would my and this is just a logistics question. Would my interface with Z work through hyperspace? Like, what's the range on how far I can go with him?
No. It's-
Could I?
Javen,
Could
Ned,
I-
Krat will blanket you up and carry you to the other ship.
Well, no. Ned's concern is that while we leave the ship here, some fucker's gonna try and take it, or do something to it, or rob the ship.
It can be
That's where.
locked.
That's where. Well,
Point of order.
don't. Yeah, we also don't know like the game. Well, I mean, we do also have the astromech on board.
Also, point of order.
Mm-hmm.
Your ship is on a fucking military base.
There's also that.
Fine. Ned,
How did this
Ned
fucker
still
get on the
doesn't-
military base?
Not saying that there
still
aren't
doesn't-
intrepid criminal military members, but it is still a Jedi ship. It's gonna get watched.
Yeah, Ned still doesn't trust it, but I feel like he's kind of like staring, like kind of calculating everything, but staring through Z, just kind of looking at the table, comes to his own conclusions, and then he floats over to the droid. And Z just kind of takes a long look at the droid.
Biggs doesn't look at you at first, but it's like as soon as you're like staying within their like personal space, kind of slowly looks over towards you.
Z starts to slowly pan around you.
As
Can I try and make some sort of check to see if this model is unique or if it is from a line or what the make and model of this being is?
Yes,
so do you?
you can make a check. I'm gonna warn you right now, it is difficult because one, they are wearing armor. You aren't able to piece the entirety together, you only can see bits and pieces.
Okay.
And it is going to be just a difficult check, but yeah, you are allowed to make it. Ed, you wanted
And
to
what kind
volunteer
of will this
something?
be?
Ed,
Well, I was only gonna say like, if you make a move to like actually go around behind me, I would like start turning so you can't get behind me. I'm not letting you behind me.
yep, just randomly circling two droids circling each other.
Like it's not even like I'm not even stepping. Like the whole upper torso is just rotating around the pivot point in my
Yeah.
hip,
So this is
quote unquote.
this is going to be a with armor. Let's make it a 4 purple with 3 black check for mechanics.
Okay. I'm going to use my inventor talent to take away one of the blacks instead of adding a blue.
Sure.
And I'm also going to make it. As you start to swivel, you see that Z looks down at your pivot point and stares at it as it continues to rotate. And it's very obvious that the remote is analyzing you without scanning.
Just like the whole like hands in front of hips. Like, what are you looking at?
Yep. I feel violated and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Haha!
Yeah, damn.
Well,
Alright, Ed.
Wait.
What you look like under all that armor?
a
What's
droid.
your make? What's your make? What's your model? What's your stats? This is like you are a machine, so it is my business to know exactly what you are, as well as I can. Anyway,
I think
you can You can private message me if you want, if that's easier.
Oh, God. No, because, like, I really never... I'm a custom job, aren't I?
You are a full custom job based off of a... You are initially one of, essentially, like, picture a Magna Guard, but way earlier in the production line, and then it's been modded to hell and back.
Yeah, and I purchased you used.
Yeah, there you go.
And I've only I haven't completely modded you, but I've modded you enough.
And my memory was wiped as soon as you got me.
So prototype chassis, heavily modded. So Ned essentially just sees you as a blank slate. The droid stops rotating or trying to rotate around you, backs up a little bit, a little symbol appears again, and you just hear, "What is your designation?"
I kind of like look over, like the head just pivot, looks over at Naz, looks back at the little droid.
Hello.
Hello? We can hear you. Javen.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
We can hear you.
I think he lost us.
you hear us?
Hello.
No,
Hi.
he lost us.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
There it is.
Sorry, the internet was via my internet.
Yes.
You're good.
It do be like that.
But yes, what is your designation? I did not hear the answer.
Yeah. Yeah, like the head twists, like pivots toward Naz, and then looks back at you. Designation.
Hank.
Oh,
Beat.
we lost him. Oh, he's back?
What
Maybe?
the fuck? What the fuck is going on with my Discord?
I don't
Can you
know.
hear it?
I can hear you. I heard the little ding twice. It was like staticky.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know what's
lost you
going
for a
on.
second, so...
Yeah.
Basically, I just, like, after a brief look at Naz, I just tell you B24876.
Does its designation mean anything to me, Cedric? At all?
No. It does designate a humanoid model originally, but the B lines are... It's a pretty common chassis, all told, but there's something about this just doesn't seem like a rush job. So, especially with the Triumph, whoever worked on this thing is not quite your level, but very damn close.
Your makeup is quite impressive.
If a droid could blush.
Even underneath all that armor, I have analyzed that you are very durable, very impressive for a custom job, a prototype even. Very impressive.
Kind of look back at Naz again. Is this what you described as being hit on?
Maybe slightly in a weird way, but maybe just take the compliment. Don't read too much into it.
Thank you.
Cedric, can I do a force roll to say a sentence to Ned? To, like, speak that far?
Arguably, this is at the very boundaries of long range, so yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfectly
Oh, thank God,
balanced.
some light side.
Yeah, okay. Using all 3 light side points to just say to Ned, but Krat does lean into the droid because it's like Krat is talking to the droid, but the Force's intention is talking to to Ned. So Krat like leans into the droid and goes, "Bet this one's made of some wires, huh?"
While in the ship, the camera pans to Ned in the ship, and you just like see him kind of tilt his head and go, "Ha ha," to himself. I think kind of looks around to make sure no one heard that.
Yeah.
And then goes back in. You see the Z swivels back to B2 as he will be referred to by Z, and goes, "Very well, B2. I will be happy to make your acquaintance. And if I could have a look at that armor you are wearing, it is almost as impressive as you are. I have an eye for this sort of thing."
That is an awesome, awesome sticker.
I just thought it was fun. Biggs notices that you're dead. Well, no, this is just the first time you're calling him B2, but like, not really. Sure, it's a label that he has. Is B2, sure. Labels don't really mean much to Biggs.
Alright. Card kind of looks at all of you as like, well, it look like we have an accord. You ready to do business?
Yeah, what do you need?
Like I said, you go and talk to a few people. Make them see that my way the right way.
Talking is what I do best.
Zeta's biting her tongue not to snap back at Card and tell off Krat.
You gonna go to Kularin, one jump over. You gonna talk to a couple of people. They call themselves, what is? The Black Sun.
Okay.
Everyone who'd like to can roll knowledge.
You know what?
Knowledge door.
Would this
Any
be
kind of boost.
would this be considered warfare knowledge?
This is not considered warfare. This would probably be considered education.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Would it be education or underworld?
Oh, this would definitely be underworld. I forgot that underworld was a thing.
There's a lot of knowledge skills.
They are the same for me.
I know.
That's the difficulty.
You know what? Why not?
Difficulty of 2 purple.
It's not greatest, but yeah.
2
Would I
purple.
have any kind of bonuses for existing in the Outer Rim and this kind of
It's not an
space?
Outer Rim syndicate. You wouldn't know. You don't get a bonus for that.
Worth a shot.
I feel like with the advantage.
Does none of us have a yellow in knowledge?
Nope.
I have yellow in knowledge, but not underworld.
This is true. This
I
is
have
true.
yellow in lore and education.
I have warfare.
I don't have a single yellow in any knowledge skill.
Me neither.
This
Oh,
is
man.
Cat we're talking about.
Why would
Oh,
Pratt need to know things? He feels things.
I have the one knowledge skill that everyone doesn't get. Is like I had to put it under other because it's like
yes. So first, Krat and Ned. Ned, you've heard of the Black Suns, generally in passing, and it's never been fun, but it's one of those just like, oh yeah, Black Sun did something stupid, okay, glossing over, back to lightsaber building. For those of us who succeeded, the Black Suns are specifically known as a spice-running syndicate. They operate not exclusively in the Mid-Rim, but they are in the Mid-Rim and parts of the Outer Rim. They work occasionally with Sith forces at this time period, and they are very well known for Glitterstim spice imports into the Inner Rim. Now, for those of you who don't know, Glitterstim is a drug that essentially turns your brain into crystal while slowly making you hallucinate.
That's
I
pretty
like
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it's really great up until the point where your head becomes a rock and you die.
Yeah.
That's most drugs.
So,
Oh man.
not the people you want to go talk to pleasantly.
So, why do you need us to go talk to the Black Sun?
Let me saying that, how best to put this for a Jedi? I object strenuously to their use of my people in their stim mines. if you could convince them to maybe give me back my people, then I give you the hyperdrive part. No credits transferred.
Define giving back your people.
Preferably not corpses.
Let my people go.
All of them
Do we
dying.
need to bring them to you, or simply make sure they live?
If you can get me a guarantee that they will be shipped back within a month, I consider this debt paid.
1 month.
1
Alright.
month.
Okay.
That's gonna be a lot of trips. Especially my ship.
No. You misunderstood.
No.
Okay, so, to clarify, you are going one hyperspace jump over to negotiate the release of prisoners
Please.
from a planet far away.
Yep.
The guarantee
Yeah.
that is asked for isn't that you transport them, it's that the Black Sun get these people from Kessel, where they're mining, to Vandor in 1 month. Those are the terms that you are being brought to the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? You are not required to
This
deliver
can be
these
done.
people. You do not have to make all the jumps. You just got to make the one jump over and convince a crime syndicate to let people go, which, as we well know, is not something they're generally good at.
Nope.
Still, that being said, because it's just, hey, go over and convince these people to do something, Pratt does just go, oh, it's that easy. Everyone, let's go now.
It seems simple.
This will fix our hyperdrive. This solves our problem.
Just MasterCard looks at Zeta and just goes, "It seems simple."
Just a bit.
Oh, explain a lot, that
The
one.
smartest of my race. And he puts his hands on his hips proudly.
I never seen one like you before. If you're the smartest, I pity the rest of them.
Yeah, me too.
Pull! Ouch!
So,
Pratt's done a lot of meditation. He understands this.
so I look at Naz. And I say, so where's your ship?
Where we parked it. Sorry.
So there are a couple of underworld space stations a little further away. Yours would be at the closest one because you didn't want to brave the cold too badly. Feline are still slightly reptilian, and cold-blooded on cold planet equals not fun.
Yep.
So, you get the sense that you might have to do something you don't want to do and fly over the Republic base to pick somebody up. Because, there's 3 people talking, but only 2 people in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's gonna be tight. Because technically, the ship only holds 2 people.
No, the ship has 2 crew,
2 crew.
and
Okay.
I'm pretty
And
sure
2
they have passenger
passengers.
capacity.
Okay.
2 is our passenger
Sure.
capacity.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tight regardless, especially because Crack kind of counts as 1.5 people.
I can sit down. It's fine.
I can.
You
al-
might just need to lay down.
I can
I
also
can do that too.
stay on the outside.
That's true. Just,
Turret mode. Hang on to the outside of the ship.
I
Crack
don't
goes,
want to
I'm
lose you
quite,
though. You are my
I'm quite
muscle.
flexible.
Mm-hmm. I do not doubt that.
He like reaches down to touch his toes and like doesn't get very far, and he goes, like, see?
Good job, Speedy. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Biggs does.
I'm
a-
gonna go meditate now.
It's been a long day. I'm going to go meditate.
I have a lot to think
Never
about.
mind. I was about to do that thing where like Joy just like swivel pivot arms up and then like hip pivot down.
Exactly. Wait. If you do that, Krat does try to whistle. We are going to be friends. Is that a
Okay,
negotiation
communication,
check, though?
negotiation check, 2 red.
What?
Damn it.
So, you're not sure what he whistled, but I'm pretty sure that it insulted you somehow.
But Krat just like, if he could smile and like he could blush, there'd be like a little anime like sparkles in his eyes, like just a little bit of blush, and he's just like, we're gonna be friends, and then walks away.
So, essentially what just happened is he tried to whistle in binary, and all Biggs heard was, "Your cat is offensive."
Things you should never say to a person on a date.
as Krat like walks out the bar, fully out of earshot, like Biggs's head was following him the entire time. I don't have a cat.
Krat can emote, but that just makes it weirder because it's like sparkly eyes, sparkly eyes for happiness. Your cat is offensive.
But they don't. They have like bug eyes. Like,
but they do blink. Is the thing.
ew. Oh, okay. I just really don't like that they blink. I like it better when they don't.
If memory serves, they may not, but if memory
hope they
serves,
don't.
they might not now that I'm thinking about it. But
Just that
I hope they don't.
Snoot providing moisture to your eyes is the most unsettling image.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah. Thanks for
It's
that
disgusting.
noise. Okay.
Yep.
Krat
Okay.
thinks he has a new friend.
Biggs is just confused.
This is exactly what happened with Odo. This is exactly this, but like,
Hey, man.
I mean, we're both mindless droids, I guess.
I mean, no, you're not mindless droids, but
no, Odo just hated Krat at the beginning, but Krat loved him and he thought they were friends.
I mean, Biggs doesn't hate you. It's just
No, right. I'm just saying, it's just like just like Krat immediately thinks you're besties because of roles, exactly. And you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Krat had a little bit of a crisis with Odo. He thought they weren't friends at a certain point, and he was really upset about it.
Oh my!
Aw.
Yeah,
And,
it resolved. No, it resolved. It's fine.
and then Odo had to leave the campaign.
Yeah, and arguably made their relationship better.
So I look back at Naz. So obviously our ship can't do light speed, so do you think this is possible?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Alright, we're at the base. If you're able to come get us.
Cool. Love that for us.
Awesome.
Pizza sweat.
Zeta fully understands the sarcasm and does not care at the moment.
Love it.
Please be gentle when you pick us up.
What?
Please be gentle when you pick us up.
Krat, it's no. Just, let's go.
Okay.
Alright.
okay.
You all make your way out of the wild card bar, back, in some of your cases, to Fort Ipso. In Biggs and Naz's case, I'm assuming you're going to your ship.
Yes.
And I believe that is as good a place as any to end our session for the night.
I think so.